Hello, folks. Welcome to problem number 1070 from LeetCode SQL. So, this is a continuation of the same problem or dataset, product sales analysis part 3. So, what do we have here? We have a sales table that gives us sales. Every row represents a sale. So, for example, it's represented by the sale ID, which is also the primary key of this table. Okay, now every sale is associated with a product, right? You're basically selling some product, and the detail of that product you'll get by this product ID. And then you have other details like year, quantity, and price. Then you have a product table. Product table gives you the product ID and the product name. So basically, a description of the product. So what's expected out here? We need to write an SQL query that selects product ID, year, quantity, and price for the first year of every product sold. Now, this is going to be a key condition, right? Uh, if I had to simply select product ID, year, quantity, and price, I see all of these data, like all of this data, I can simply get it from my sales table itself. And it would be a simple select query. But here is where it gets tricky. You need to return all of this for the first year, only for first year of every product sold. Okay. Return the resulting table in any order, which is fine. And they have given an example here. Okay, so I'll just go through this example for better clarification. Let's say you have three sales, 1, 2, and 7. Okay, now you have there are just two products sold in this three sales, product 100 and product ID 200. Okay, now we have to return products for the first year. So for product ID 100, the first year of sale is 2008. So essentially, we just need to return this record, and for the next product, we need to return this record since there's only one, nothing to filter out. Okay, and if you look at the output, this is what it returns: 2008 for product 100 and 2011 year 2011 for product 200. Okay, now let's go about coding this. Before I even start with coding this, right, I'm just trying to think how I could do it. So one is obviously I will select all the columns that I need, which is my product ID, my year, my quantity, and my price. But the second condition, right? Now, how do you find out or filter out only those products or only those records for every product which have been sold in the very first year? Okay, so for doing that, I'll have to partition the table by every product and create another column that gives me an index for individual partition. And I'll use a window function for it. And the window functions that I could use are row number. So these are basically the window functions that help me achieve, uh, you know, uh, the desired functionality. So row number would, let's say it will give you a row number. Uh, it will assign, let's say, row numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on in every partition. And rank would basically give rank to each partition. For example, let's say there are two rows with 2008 year as 2008, so that would be rank 1. And then if there is the second row is 2009, that would be rank 3, and so on. For more details on the window functions, I think you should definitely refer um, articles on how the definitions of this window function. So how do I code this, right? I'll move ahead on with coding this. First, I would select all that I need. So I need product ID, I need year, I need quantity, and I need price. And where do I get this from? I get this from simply my sales table. Now, another thing that we would need here is we need to have another column for every record. Let's say row number, and we would partition this by product ID. And why are we doing that is because we need first year of every product sold. So for every product, we need to partition it by the product. And I would order this by the year because I need the first year of every product, right? And I would order this in an ascending order. I'd give it an alias, let's say RN. Okay. Now this is not the output that I need. I have an extra column over here. So let me go ahead and create a CT, create this as a CT as this entire thing, and I'll write another select query that actually fetches the columns that I need in my output. So if I look here, product ID, I need year, but the output wants it to be called as first year. So I'll give it an alias. I need quantity and I need price. I'll get this columns from my common table expression, which I created on the top, and I need only the first row of every partition, right? Is it? Okay. And let me try to run this. Accept it. Let me try to submit it. Oh, I get an error. Now let's try to debug why did this error come. Okay. So we selected row number, right? We used row number as a window function. Now just look at the question. The question says get all of this, get product IDs for the first year of every product sold. Okay. Now, for example, you have a product P1, uh, P1, P1 being sold in 2008 twice. You have two sales IDs. It was sold twice into year 2008, which was also its first year. So let's say you use row number, right? Which is what we use in this example. And then let's say alternatively we use rank. Row number would rank this as 1, 2, and 3, whereas rank would number this as 1, 1, and 3. Now, since we need all these details for the first year of every product sold, we need both of these rows. But since we are like using row number and using a where clause that filters out everything with row number 1, we are not able to get this in the output. So a better way or the correct window function to use here would be rank and not row number. Let me replace row number by rank and run this code again. Accepted, and let me try to submit it. Success. That's it. So here's your solution. Thank you.